Gemini son say about quite a trending story. I don't know. Once they got if you are a new Musa Bessere. Say they are not saying the pastor. And you don't say the pastor, you know.
Hey, so I'm in shots, I'm in shots.
When this review asks your uncle, or him, my uncle.
Okay.
And also, you're ready.
My ready. Okay, so our first story is about security analyst Adam. He has outlined ways the Ghana Police Service can restore public trust ahead of the election. So, about how security should be handled during and after the elections, Adam stated that the leadership of the police must deploy qualified personnel to appropriate locations for the December 7th elections. According to him, personnel with no political affiliation should be deployed to restore the public's trust and confidence, cautioning against assigning individuals who have openly declared their political allegiances. So, the long and short of the issue is, he's saying that when Ghana police are issuing or deploying officers, they should make sure they deploy officers who have who have not declared
because who can you know so can go
sir treat them into me and say be assist dey be boy
you o sha say you make can be nyina no
until the American say or say Ghana police for omo jiji officers are constituencies na making sure so be officers are be no nka say me wo MPP me wo sa pepepe on fa nkofo be no nka sa say me ba yenim police officers be a ka sa asem no ento kofa sa police officer no call scam constituent because anya police officer when also wo MPP or ND say betumi de akasa ne intawantawa aba into that is the directive and I say outline or no or sha ebeboa and this that they measure safe so what Jane said so I'll make a tree throughout. Do you think what he's saying it's true?
Yes, it's very true because we have people who have actually declared their stance in politics. Not only
hey, sorry, we have a video, so let's go and watch it.
Must make sure the right persons are deployed to the right locations. Do you understand me? The right persons are deployed to the right locations. Once that is done, there will be confidence. But if you go and deploy somebody like Superintendent JB or Asari, you go and deploy them to a certain location. You know what the people will think? They'll say, this guy, this is not the guy who was scheming that he was going to steal the election for one party. So people will come there well prepared to fight. But if you are just an ordinary police officer, you are not involved in politics, you go and you're at a polling center, you come and vote, you go home. And I am also saying that these elections, for our own security and safety sake, when you are going, go with a kunya or a kunya, what do you call it? Plastic chair. Or get a stool. Or go and sit. When you finish voting, don't go home. Sit at a corner so that your vote will be counted. When it is counted and declared, go home and go and relax. You have done your work. Your civil duty is performed. You don't go home and before you hear, I didn't know my VM, then you think of we don't my VM. So when we are going, go with your plastic chair. Go with your kitchen stool. When you finish voting, look for somewhere. That day, fast. Don't say I'm going to eat and come. Fast. Fast. If you fast for a day, you won't die. Fast. 12 hours, you won't die. That they don't go. Ask for water, they will come and sell water. Buy water, drink. Don't go anywhere. So that end of the day, the tension that is characterizing this election, we will all be party to the.
Okay, so as he said, and with another thing he said, I remember I said we all are against still being at the polling station after voting. But he has emphatically said, say, get akunda or akunda and be there. After voting, you wait till the
ballots are counted.
Yes, and also John said.
Yeah, I'll come there, but as I was saying, you see, this the police personnel or the security personnel in this country, you're actually there to serve the interests of the people. You are actually a neutral person. Like the profession in which you are shouldn't be affiliated to a political party, because you might be deployed to certain incidents or cases that may involve political issues. And so if you are deploying someone who is, say, affiliated to the New Patriotic Party, and then you are sending the person to go and arrest a New Patriotic Party person that have committed a crime, just imagine, he will go there all right, but then at the end of the day, he or she is not bringing you the actual fact of what he went there to, collect, or the data in which he or she went there to calculate, and then putting everything together. So equally said, the police are there to serve our interest, and this election we are in a very critical moment. And so when you are deploying police personnel to go and guard and make sure that these ballots are being counted very well, in order to ensure that there is no stealing or anything, to make sure the election is very transparent, they must be so cautious and so critical and alert of the kind of people, the kind of policemen they want to deploy, even though it will be somehow difficult. But then we know people who have actually declared their stance that sometimes when you interview some of these security personnel, the person can be bold enough to tell you that I belong to this party, I belong to that party. So this kind of person like that, you don't actually assign this person to a poll, like a pool to actually ensure there is peace, that everything is very transparent and in order. No, that kind of person, when you are deploying that person there, bear it in mind that definitely there will be some kind of chaos or something. Even if not chaos, there is a possibility that those ballot papers that are being counted will not be count accordingly. You see, so to prevent all these things, what we are saying is that as are deploying policemen, and as the Inspector General of Police, George Fudampare, has assured all of us that they are going to make sure that everything is in order. They should make sure that the kind of policemen they are sending to the pools or the police stations are like they are on their own, like non-partisan. You are not part of any political party. You are not affiliated to like any political party. You are there for the people. When you have that kind of mind, like that mindset that you are there for the people, whatever you do, you make sure you do it in a way that will actually favor the people and not any political party. If not that, we will end up electing someone else that is not good for this country, and then may end this country in a mess more than what we are seeing now. So to cut everything short, yes, it's very good that they make sure they deploy police personnel that are void of any political party. But he said something, as he said earlier on, that I don't actually agree with him, was to sit there with your chair. Well, it's good, like it's good to be there whilst they are counting. So you know that no, these people are not stealing. But you see, no, we are not saying chaos to occur when you go to cast your vote. We are not saying there should be any form of distraction or something, but anything can happen at any time. You can go and cast your vote, and then you'll be there that you want to see how they are counting, and there might be a misunderstanding somewhere that may lead to a chaos that maybe cannot actually be brought down as at that moment, and you might fall as a victim. So simple and short, for the fasting day is good. So you fast your fast and pray that even if there's still, God should help us so that we choose a leader that is good for Ghana. But you sending your seat, you're not a polling agent. The EC didn't hire you to come and help them count, to come and be a CCTV camera over there to make sure that they don't steal. So your own is go and cast your vote. When you're done, go back home. As you are in the house, you see the television. You can actually watch whatever is going on. And as you're watching, you're just praying that, oh Lord God, help us so that we choose a good leader for Mother Ghana. I think that would be the best. But sending us to, oh no. For that one, I don't agree with that. You might end up you falling a victim. It may even come like you not even getting hurt, but you might lose your life. Okay, because we've experienced previous election that some constituents has actually lost their life in this election violence and stuff. We are not praying for violence, no. We want peace during and after the election. But what we are saying is, please, after casting your vote, go back home and sleep. You are not a polling agent, and you have not been hired by the EC to help them in counting the ballot papers. Yes.
Right.
So with that's what I'll say.
Okay, sure. DJQ.
Papa, no, was it your friend? Adam. Or you also police ni? Or you
security analyst. Yes.
Okay. But when say Kuma say bad thing say police make say or you MPP na so NDC. A bad thing. Kakra bi na me sure.
No, when your friend is saying leaked IGP leaked tape nearby.
Yeah, they mentioned a lot of
yes.
Sanka MP anko bi anim say police
yes, say no dey nim.
It's am say e den. So bet me nim say me MPP ni me NDC ni. I say but no can see right. But bad den so say even say onipa yin nim krampo na obey na dwuma because waso say obe protect Ghana or the political de be beto nchen. Because I know one policeman no NDC ni Kofi Buache wa retire SP Kofi Buache
said you auto nyom nana
no ono so ho we ono ne Kofi Sapon no auto nyom Kofi Sapon but we retire Kofi Buache no Kumase no NDC ni but no ye na dwuma kama what you say no ebi NDC ba ye okoye MPP ba ye still no ye na dwuma but you do election nkofuma no ma yehu dodo omu de hu hye nkofumu dodo aya ba ne yokoto minim ni o se me ye nkoto ma ba na mkom fie edu election kwan na omu preach for peace na de wona ka say edu election kwan to ko betimesi election kwan to kwasi police vote akomu sisi a say na e be se to kwa to ko betimesi bo ko se nto aba ho ba to kwasi
yeah.
But you do election kwana nkofo dream bibi somewhere bi I don't know edu election na nkofo sa ehye nkompa I am ntia se o ma we minim edu election koma o ma like unti edu election wo sika no watu kwan o obu sika bu no watu kwan because the kind of things nkofo be here na say the first time I beto aba even the first time I beto aba kwana no me so say bibi say hu bi say kwa bae what is establish community na bibi hu say na police ni na enfane nko ha opposite nko ha e bia na abeg din say police be nanim say oye MPP na say NDC omunim mo mera no omunim say na etie say wo nhye obi ase what I say obi aba obe yusu osum oman no osum political party bia fine but still kura no obi awo the right is with my support so almost to aba by this time when check am to me because on be to answer na to ye dey no on be to answer na to ye dey but who say o to MPP and o to NDC by you we are on be can say police ho no Muhammad wini here
sa no me
omo ya so meka omo to aba ni wi a MPP ne fa wo police station ha NDC ne fa wo police station ha omo ka so ati ase into no so unti me can say ya we to MPP na we to NDC yakoto ya aba so ati ase enti no mo kan dia masa ntokwa bi enso be so kroma nti hwi ni ho ye posti we ko ha masa so je ni konti mi ka se ene won be ka se bia me MPP ni me to ka se me MPP ni but police ni oni sa right to be ka so MPP ni obeka kwa na obeka ti se oni namfu ahia na bia wo wakotuki no se bia we NDC ni an se we MPP ni o me ka o montinda eno se yankofa you can say nkonya 45 cedi 50 cedi never go see a police station or be onko to aba no it doesn't make sense
okay
it doesn't make sense o ho na akotena no ade wo ye yisi aba no nkan bi Into by so almost as 7 bia ana
7th December.
Like me can't bad time not return.
Yeah.
7 to 5.
Yeah.
7 to 5 now tell. What to abade we what sound ko fin ko ya de ma wo ma. Unko hwo mame. Unko hwo mame no obi bia unko ye. Ukotena ho akwaje den. Den na akwaje wo ho. Uni hweye wo ho. Even isi kura o se papa omo chinitum. O se papa omo chinitum. Because isi ka chere say memo obi amfa false information me fama bonten. Because ya chiba call to me say my issue o ma be
information men na we are there.
O se ko fa kunya ko si wa bla isi si to ba wi akofie.
Information.
Na hunim. Hunim. Isi akana asem. Te se ne papa yika say aba no obi ezekuma yeto aba once 7 December ne ato yaba 8 December yeto aba ba o say ye beto ne 7 ne ato ne 8 ne ato ne 9 yeto to sa after it sa osu ni say aba no yeto wi a yesi enkofie oso se fa kunya fa kwisi wo te se na yisi ni kan ye nkwasi asem o ba se ne yisi ni kan no yansa bi anim nti mema ye ntie yeto aba ni wi a oso ye security expert said analysis said unim also opasundwe a akuya de no odokope ho abra ban on kan bi.
It's so false information. You're just trying to pass out an information
To who?
to the public, to the citizens.
Into by saying what can I write? So
it's not right. See, Mr. Meka say he like I don't agree with what he said.
It was say
but you and I we know the right. So if as
do.
at this time you don't know that you have to go and cast your vote and go back home, we should be telling you all this. Then you have a problem.
Adentina guy no much YouTube. Abro only me say you say wouldn't say about your once.
For him, then he has to be arrested because before you come out to say something, you have to be sure that this fact you are bringing out is correct.
It's way guy we not small kind and or hin basem no. The difference no.
There is a vast difference between it. There is a vast difference because the first person want to meet TV presenter. No, we all know that we are supposed to be voting on the 7th, and a special voting takes place on the 2nd, and then you come out to tell us that no, we can vote on the 8th, on the 9th, which doesn't make sense. Even according to the NC Impoda, so you have to be arrested because you are passing out false information. But this man is saying, that is why I'm saying that if as at this time you still
5 na yekan obetima ba 5 okro nwa moni ada ho nti above 7 na wakoto mena yawate ho no obi koto abu ebe no hu se de na be
de metwa ma no
utwa no
ya metwa mu ni na ama no you have to move on to
ya chi obi ani achi obi so aka ho oh me me no yes me chinja bi
yo no.
He's just trying, for me, what the man is saying, he's just trying to say, to me, it doesn't necessarily mean that send a seat and go and sit there. It means you have to be vigilant. It means you have to be vigilant. You should be vigilant.
Say, you're doing a different, and Kagania, you're doing to Munisadi. Sanky, you're doing a different.
Yeah, because someone would believe what he said.
No, say. No. People will still do it. Even if he doesn't say it, some people will still do it.
But
he's not giving anyone moral. That's what I'm saying. That if us at this time, you want us to be telling you that after casting, go home. Once you know the consequences like attached to when it comes to voting, then you have a problem. You should be checked out.
Okay, so away from that, the National Election Security Task Force and Inspector General of Police has announced a financial reward system to encourage the public to report potential security threats ahead of the upcoming elections. Under the initiative, informants can share relevant information with the police or other security agencies and receive rewards ranging from 1,000 Ghana cedis to 20,000 Ghana cedis.
Video Hana.
Video be new. I don't know
Nah, reward not for
1,000 from 1,000 cedis to 20,000 Ghana cedis. So if you have any information either threatening the December 7th elections or whatever, any information that would be helpful to the security agencies, you have to give out that information. Now when you're 1,000 cedis to 20,000 Ghana cedis.
This oh my way answer. You do election. I don't want to use Ndu omu gidi say nkofu bi won no maybe a election way.
Yeah.
Because my man can say this election here a very dangerous thing a baby ato. And so me to me na buy me say ato a emu who can go for ya think say your first election no. So on to no 1999 bia. Your first election on there Kofo ni we koye no. Rollins koye no 99 bia and 2000.
Rollins with me.
Kofo.
Challenge. Oh.
No, first election na your tour. First abana your tour Ghana.
You be talking now, research for.
Na I don't quite know because no me say the first time Rollins did to me say on your soldier ban bi na yanto na so aba. Acha say na olusu a obefi akuan so wini a like
cucumber.
Obe no go funi san ka bi a olusu krompo na an konfi so. Bo olusu no te ase. And when I say you sir, I don't know you but since then no you be why you who sir. But no can say no credit. This time me come to some information be is can be sabe.
Say information when you give a relevant information, they follow and they either arrest the person or whatever, you get the money. Why not? But yes, I work can ya no music canamo.
Okay.
But me, my problem is you have a woman say 1,000 cedis to whatever. It's not really money, but it's money. They'll be complaining that there's no money in the system, there's no money in the country, whilst people need the money to do better things. I'm not saying say trying your possible best to put steps in place to ensure a peaceful election is not necessary. It's very necessary, but there are other ways to do it other than pumping more money into it. They'll be the same people to say said there's no money and all that.
Baba ya no kofo do mo hagim. Obi akofa ni tuo so do na ade. Ebi okọ na afuo mu na odi amnika ma hu no hwe eto da no kon okoku nipa abla de ntesa. So ati ase.
Yeah. Okay, Sister Debbie.
Well, I don't think like after I've taken my phone to call the police that I've noticed a mischievous or I've noticed something that is going on in my area, so they should come in. I don't think they will just give you the money like immediately you call them, but they will also like follow up to do their underground investigation to be sure that what the information you actually, because they know us.
Oh yes,
they know us. Even if fire is not burning anywhere, you can actually pick a phone and be calling fire service personnel. And you see that has led to a lot of incidents where people lost their life, because when it's actually the case is actually serious, and then you take the phone to call them, they feel like you're actually lying. So they know us. So I'm sure they'll also do their little investigation before they hand over the money to you. But in a way, I support them. In a way, I don't support them. I support them in a sense that, you know, as I said, no one is praying for violence in this country. And no one is praying that at the end of the election, someone will lose their life, and what we're expecting, we will not get it. But you see, definitely there will be some people that will plot somewhere. I'm not saying they are plotting, or I know people who have already started plotting, but definitely there will be people that upon all the preaching on peace or whatever, they've still made up their mind that as for this election, we are going to rig it.
Yes.
And so someone may actually see them or hear them planning and plotting about how to rig the election, but because the person does not have a trusted person to communicate that to, because in this country we all know you go and say this, at the end of the day they will arrest you, and then the case will become a foolish case. And so they bringing out a number which you can call to also tell them what is actually going on. Maybe you've heard some whispering somewhere concerning people plotting to rig the election, and they'll give you money. It's good. But then another way is that, why is it that only in this country when they want to arrest criminals they have to
put money?
Oh, I know they have
to, yes, I know they do it, but I said like it's becoming a norm in this country. I know in other countries too they do it. They do it. I know they do it, but Ghana is becoming like a norm. Even criminals, like someone went and stole something in a shop with CCTV camera everywhere, and then to catch this person, they have to bring you. And you know, because of this, I might even know the people who plotted it. Right, I'll just be sitting there waiting for you to come and say that, yes, I'm giving you 5,000, and then immediately I'll call. Yes, I know where they are. And you see, sometimes people can actually plot it among themselves to go and cause chaos, and then I call you for the money, then I tell you where they are. I'm not saying it's no good. It's good, but it's becoming a norm in this country. We can actually arrest people without like bringing out a money. Are they saying that we don't have patriotic people like citizens in this country that can call that? Yes, I've seen someone. I've actually seen the person moving into the shop, and after the shop, I saw them moving here. You see, so like all countries, I know, even in the Western, like the other parts of the country, like outside Ghana, I know they also do that, but it's becoming a norm. It's like we've normalized it in this country.
Normalization.
Yes, we've normalized it, and up to now, you see, the Forest Bureau or whatever, the point is still up to now. We've not even heard. They said that the criminals, they vanish. Yeah. So maybe I'm still waiting for IGP to come and say that they are paying people. And I'm telling you, when it comes to say that, it won't be up to a day. They will find them.
Oh, you see, Ghana police there.
They will find them.
Obinwani enko hwe ne de omo ya de. Omo betu sisi a, eni omo jaden de. Ye bo nsem omo. Ba ye minima ko to omo diskato so no. Because omo ya de dada. Mutimi hwe ni pa kwache no. Obitimi ko Togo. Acha bro so a guy a omo kuno ablekuma famu ko hey. Police ni. Oh, say within 2 days no match omo. Within 2 days no match omo. Omo ya de. Ba sika no omo to so ya na nso boa.
Oh, and American. That's why I said that in a way I support them, in a way I don't support them.
The way many cheese cano. In
a way I support them because one way no send or can it might motivate someone to actually also because obey scano. Definitely there's something, but we have to be patriotic. You get it.
One thing so say, also who say, also Jones one kwa. What I say because oko chuki say bia or him na ko fasikano. Can we say or him also one crop for.
How would they know that?
I think it's confidential.
Yes, it's confidential.
Oh, Master, Groma.
It's confidential.
I give because ya teneto. I give because
now. It's confidential because, like, for some time now, all those people who have been involved in criminal cases and then they've placed money on top. I've not heard that after the person like comes out to say, they don't even mention the person's name or say anything about the whereabouts of the person.
But can we say opposite for Nankasano?
Oh yeah, sure. Sure. So the normalization of placing money is one thing. I'll do that. I'll do this. Becoming too much.
Okay, so to our next story, last but one. Okay, so the chairman of the New Patriotic Party's Council of Elders and former. I repeat, the chairman of the New Patriotic Party's Council of Elders, Hackman Owusu-Agyemang, claims Ghanaians who vote for NPP, despite the difficult situations we are facing in Ghana, this economy, whatever is going on here, they are no better chain. Despite that, they are better chain because they are very loyal to NPP.
Yeah, Jimmy. How do you want from?
Is that Debbie?
You see, when issues like this pop out and you try to, share your views or say something, like someone might think you're actually in support of a political party, but that's not. But that's not the case. We are all saying, you see. Like this afternoon, I was telling my neighbors when a political party comes into power and then they are doing something wrong and you are talking about it, the opposition, the one in government thinks that you are like you side the opposition party. So when the opposition party also comes into power and then you're not doing anything right, be rest assured that we are also going to talk about it. Now you see the New Patriotic Party, the leaders or whatever. They are sleeping. They are dreaming. they are dreaming. They should wake up from their slumber. You see, we are not kids. Even kids will testify to the hardship in this country.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I saw a video where someone was asking Akola, I mean, just 5 years ago, who is the most wicked president you know? I say presidents in Nigeria.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah, sure. But see, even though he or she is a kid, you know, those times when you go to school, they will either buy you drinks, they buy you biscuit, they buy you that, then they'll still give you money. And you see, kids, they are so sensitive and they are so open, like they are so knowledgeable. So you see, anytime you don't give, like you've given him it gets to a time you're not, you'll be like, Daddy, why? They'll ask you questions. Yes. First you used to buy me 3 drinks a day, you still buy me this, and you still give me chop money. Now you don't even give me the chop money, even the drinks you are not buying like the number you are supposed to buy. So the dad do not say, will now tell the child that, see, things are actually not going well, you see. But you see, kids, they are so open that they know what is going on. And you see, as I said earlier on, you see the New Patriotic Party members, from the chief to the last person in the party, they feel like, excuse my words, we the people in this country, they feel like we are stupid, but we are not stupid. We are not stupid. We are not saying that Mahama or previous government after before Mahama did like better than this current government. But when you compare from that time till this time, you can actually see a vast difference. We are in a country where everything is like equally expensive. You buy a bottle of oil today, the next day you go the same place you've bought that oil 10 cedis. You go and then they increase the price. Like each and every second, prices of goods are being skyrocketed as if we are running a race in this country. And so all this thing counts. So you cannot say that, yes, I'm happy he has accepted the fact that we are in a bad situation in this country, but he's saying that even though Ghanaians know that we are in a bad situation, we'll still vote for the MPP. Oh no. I'm not sure Ghanaians are that like dumb. Excuse my words, they are not that dumb. And you see, we've given you 8 years, you couldn't do anything good. Well, you've done your best, but to me it's not good enough, and you're still telling us that we should give you another 4 years. That is when you can actually do a lot. 8 good years. Compare it to someone who came into power for 4 good years. 4 years, so look at what he did. And you coming into power for 8 good years. And what you do now is commission. What's your commission? Your voice is also launching. Launching, you stayed almost 4 days to election. You are now commissioning, and he's also launching and making promises upon promises. You see, this is the time where, for me, the little advice I'll give the MPP Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, with all due respect, this is not the time to be giving us more promises, to be bringing more initiative. Your dad, our father, the president, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo of this country, he has promised us a lot. He told us that we are sitting on gold. We are sitting on wealth, but we are hungry. We should test him, and he's coming to do. And you see the way the man talked there, even a child in the mother's womb will vote for him. Now we've tested you. This is what you have for us, and you're also bringing another initiative. Your dad did same. He couldn't fulfill all. One constituency, 1 million. I can't still find the 1 million. One district, one factory. How many factories have they commissioned? Agenda 111. How many hospitals have they commissioned? And so we are not fools. When we get there that day, whether we are going to vote for Cheddar, whether we are going to vote for Alan, whether we are going to vote for NDP, PPP, CPP, or the PPPs, it's up to us. But then let them know that we are not fools. We are definitely going to vote for someone who is actually going to bring development into this country, because I can't buy Wache 7 cedis and then the next day the Wache is 10 cedis. It doesn't make sense.
Thank you very much. DJQ.
Sure. My family say obi a one opinion to so watch na adwen I say onu hu say Ghana for no, because if yes the 2020 no be any sanka you be vote mo out by your tomo nti no enu ana e man adwen so say o mam hanye den nti ne be sa to mo ba mo say okwasia ne hwa no yentia so mpre no da bi me kan say the kra asa okwasia o ne hwa no yentia so mpre no utia so ba ko that's one tia. Second one, almost Tiazokada, Wabadu. I say, I know Ofui, you were Jimmy.
Yes,
you were Jimmy. You were Jimmy. No, so who's a doctor? I see a share, Unsabi, and tobacco. Yablomo, Yablem people, Gruma Papa. But you see, and you been see him. You been see him 20 a year. Someone when we say Gruma, a higher day, or not say a higher day. Or not that kind, or not say I was a hiding, but still quite a trauma. but almost can see in Jimmy, say first and ye Jimmy, ye niate. Obi tu was or kwase nche na guragu. Ye ni atinte si agro na gu. Ye no muni sa epipa gu ni biem. David e bi nsi biem. Ye to mo sa biem. Me say maybe meto aba akọ. Ma ba say me meto akọ. Even me to abada but this time dear. For the first time dear. Ah ni akoso yi. Okay. Asa ofi kura beto. Hwe. Na bi o ntino. Sa so mo kan no mo nyino mo hunye campaign bi no mo kasa papa nkyere. Because we can say asem ya. O man kofu bu afu mo. Jo be se kan fo ye jimi. Asem kan so di kotwi mu yi a. O pa se ye jimi o. Because yam ye nim say ye bre ye nim ade papa. Yam ye bone kura na ye say ade ise kura sa ne sa so ne tie. Sa na Ghana. Sa ne adwen tie. Enso ensa na politics etie. Politics on. So party ban so nya ade a. Kama no se ne o ye ne nye. Ba ha no obi ntimi twen like bill kura wa. So o support party bi okroma. Nobody kwa ho de ma no. So kwa kan. Na hwe. Ye be trauma ni biom.
Die hard.
Ye be trauma ni biom. Na o hwe ni pa ne na ase a. Ase body ga confirm. Ni na say e fi poto. Se sanko onye bi krompo di na nko so o me a.
Na nkenya ase.
Ankanya me ya. O hwe ni pa no ho se ni pa obre.
It is possible.
Obre. Enso no ordinary Kenya ko political party biom. Enso ensa na politics. Ona buka in Japan, I could talk of pen as say, send a party yard of Bumabaso. Opposition yard of Bumabaso.
Yeah.
Or one ya or Beckham.
True.
On phone send a party no. Some of the politics, yeah, no cross by ya. Gonna be to a tumpon. By a mudie, you took to your nina, yashi and answer. To say, said driving in the Ediokuram, Remukrampona. Yes, I'm running one day. Yeah, permanent. I'm running money, a pay, young pebble be a hoye. Son of a pound so be. Almost a can near Timono, you're okay. I desire. You must seat belt. And so can you go speedy pa? They say a duel could be also in it is possible. Bonka will say, Yen Jimmy. And can you say, Ye Jimmy? Says you use the doctor. I see a shit into a bing. Docono. I see a shaman abing.
It is possible. So to our last story for today, vote buying where goods or favors are offered in exchange for votes is common issue during election. Weina, a security guard at the University of Ghana, Legon, has expressed concerns over a recent gift from the Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wagon, Honorable Lydia Alhassan, just weeks before the upcoming election. The guard revealed he was given a 5 kg bag of rice and a bottle of cooking oil by the MP, but questioned the timing and intent behind the gesture. Yenkotie on one asem, we will be back.
You say who will give you this rice?
It's Lydia. The whole of 8 years, this is the thing he can give.
So for the past 8 years, you've never received
never received anything from Lydia apart from this one.
Oh, but you're in this constituency.
I'm in this constituency. I vote at Baleshi.
Oh, this is so bad though.
that is politics for you. This is cheap politics.
Hey.
Me, I can't take this thing and vote for you.
Okay.
So if because of this thing you are giving to buy me, you lie.
Okay.
My vote is not coming to you.
Okay, see, you heard it right from the horse's own mouth.
And before we continue that, we don't know how true that is, but we are hearing rumors, and also John Dumelo, yes, he has also posted that he has also had reports where Lydia Alhassan is threatening the man to retract his statement, and yes, Juma Ebebono. Yes, and to know, no, how do we tackle this? Your friend is saying vote buying, because it has become a norm. But how do we tackle it? Say, but then people will start sharing gifts and all that. John Dumelo can yebi. So how do we?
No, he does it before. He doesn't really
because
wait.
Of power.
He doesn't really wait.
And I'm saying,
but if you follow him on Facebook and other stuff, you can see that
because of power. He's doing it because of power. We are. And you so better on to us. Sana DNA.
Because me guys saw cheche laptop new year na.
Or che laptops or che or also a farmer.
Yes.
Or che kusue nyina o school. So what I say or che kusue nyina.
Asemo.
Ntino.
Enti hu na be sha ase.
I mean sha ase said. See.
I don't know. A pizza.
Me say we are a politician. Na the whole of 8 years or the whole of 4 years what may she amaye na edu abato na satan wo be kai say science ye be dibia o me there's no way I'm get o gift in that me get it ba meje gift no wo miska meje ba me mo hu say minji minye me ka kan diem enye abato nko na edu a ye kan nipa because edu abato nko na politician omu kai say sana nipa hu hia omo ne no mu kan banku okwabrane na yire ko onka banku ma ne da no senior
underwear ase
just order okay osi underwear na kan ho na yire kwa podo osi da ade na ono sa woro no se ka se onsi a na da ne manso na obo ne hwene na ha na mesi onua keteke so mo ho ye den ba edu election a obetena se aposa ase no onya kro obewe onya kro na obewe aka ho isi yankasa ya mai ho kan politician for no omo fire say sabe ye moa bi ye suni mfaso omo hia power na omo kai se nipa omo hia power ni wi a ye nipa mo biem nti wo de me catch your papa no aka no no kre se wanje kwanka be me ya jiade na fo no na di abato nju asanso tuti ya no hu se enye election kwana ye de kan nipa o se almost 8 years no on cha ne heda o hu ni poda ba abato me na so de akoto emo 5 kilo or the chiche
within or within 1 week and I say a few days as
1 week
the oil on the ground they to me the year for yemanesa
you see this politician for no on fi see Jimmy on fi see Jimmy yen so Ghana for like yam obinya side we ya the ru be fi
we've chipping ourselves
the ru be fi nti na omo use ye no so mo say like ye for omo see ye for da bia meka even be ma cross on so ba wo ye for a obokwanto ho ohon de be ba sana onkofo na afaye cause won say ye for won say mde pesika onya ba mo 20 Ghana bia ye obedi ni nkwa na nyina do be da wase oh chairman oh nana oh yamisha honorable 20 Ghana 50 cedi and obedi ni for 8 years ya dwemu ye ha nti no omo de bedi yes ha omo faye say ye mo nti no omo be use yes ha to time ayam se be sunyansa cause anka we or the bank bia wo de say reject no hu say enye about 20 na obechem ade o wo de chem kwana metu atia wo na hu say no onsafa na ade nko je na ka che ne say nanim hu aka che ne say menye jimifo edu about wo de wo bechem ade sakanya about anka obechem di ade no na tutia no papa no ya ade on tutia no
okay sister de bin patrona me kai o say okay we pass no last words
why are you giving me like Q Kasaye one money deadlines why are no money deadlines
mama na nka last words
so you are chipping into my time you are chipping into my time see it's a political strategy so they know us to be people. That's what Mahama said, we easily forget things. You see, we have you can elect somebody as a member of parliament and your road is still not constructed. That road can be there like 8 years. Like I said in Kenya, he was like, you don't buy good vehicle. How will you like? You don't buy good vehicles, so you always complain. You always complain that the roads are not constructed. Hey, you're chipping into my time.
Mature time. Mature time.
I'm the host here.
Kaswa Queen. Hey, your friend say after Togut. Once the whole two bar as a mojan once so trying to be good queen.
The people at the hotel will be using one road altogether.
Almost 4 years. Now MP no Sylvester Otuho Sylvester Sylvester Mabonji Sylvester or fast ba pink FM be eba be politics or fast so kwan so a ye demonstration wo kwan so a edu election
o my
I say junior number ye enye June kran September ya number ye kwan is omogusu ko tie at fat now so almost 4 years no ya patron ko forecast say you say no o mama ye
you see
election o mama ye
it has become the strategy. You see, when you bring out a strategy and then you implement it the first time and it doesn't work for you, bring it again, but they've noticed that that's how we are. And you see, anytime they do that, we still vote for them. They will wait till 1 month to election, like 3 months to election, then they'll come and construct the road. You are suffering. There can be like a tattered school. Like you complain, write letters and stuff, they won't mind you. But a few period or month to election, they will come, they will rebuild the school, like give you, dash you equipment and stuff. So sometimes it's not about only the edible things in the community that are actually of need to the people. They don't do it, especially like public toilets or stuff like this. Sometimes it can be full of stuffs, but they won't even mind you. Things that are so like that are basic necessities to the communities, they won't do it. You can be in a community where there is no light, but then you have a member of parliament who is representing you in parliament, passing e-levies and a lot of bills to gain money, because that e-levy, they said they were actually implementing it to raise revenues and stuff to help and stuff. Up to now, I don't know the money they've taken. I don't know whether it's not yet up to help in developing the country as at now. Because of that e-levy, they've closed down all toll booths. All toll booths, but still they are still deducting. The e-levy is still in use. So you see, it has become a political strategy. But you see, when they bring it. When they bring the food, they bring the money. I told you last time, my mom called me that they were sharing hand dryer, hair dryer, they were sharing things and stuff. Take it. If you like, eat it. The money, spend the money. But when you get there, vote wisely. Yeah. It's what they've seen us to be unwise people. That's why even though they do that, you still vote for them. But I remember a time I saw a video where a member of parliament knelt down, begging his constituent to campaign for him, begging them to vote for him. You see, you are doing this. That's not what you were voted for. You were voted for to bring development, not to wait because you need the power, and so you'll be sponsoring people. You can actually, when you vote someone into power, the member of parliament, not only about developmental projects. Some member of parliament actually helps students that are learned but doesn't have financial, like. You get it. Yeah. But sometimes you get to the house, they'll tell you he's not around, but his car is parked outside. He's inside the room. They'll tell you he's not around. No matter how you demonstrate, whatever you do, it's none of his business. When he sees you, he doesn't know you. But then anytime it's time for election, you see them moving from house to house, greeting people. They'll greet you and still be kneeling down. But when he was in power, he will be in his
humble people in this world.
He will be in his vehicle. When he sees you, he will pass by you. He will even splash water, on your face without minding who you are. So it's about time we reason as citizens. We can actually boycott this vote buying from our mind. Let's start by psyching our mindset as citizens. Let's get to the point where we should realize that these politicians are actually taking advantage over us. They are benefiting. I'm telling you the fact. They are actually benefiting. If they're not benefiting, it's time for election. I'm not sure they'll come to your house pleading, begging you for you to vote for them. They are using their money to enrich themselves, not to help in your development. So when a person comes begging you to vote for him again after you voted for him for 4 years or 8 years, his government has been in power, and up till now there have not been any more than a developmental project like Dansuma like this. I learned some of them are closer to the sea. So they were actually pleading with the MP to come and build, what's the name of that tide, what's the name, to prevent the sea from entering. Yes. Oh, but still now they said they did that. But the woman, when she was coming to power, Ablekuma West, member of Eslawusu, they were like, when she was coming to power, she said because of that they voted for her. But when you see her, it's very pitiful. So a man even said he built a self-contained. And he showed, there was a canoe on top of the river, and he showed a sign. He said that was where the sea didn't even go to that place. Hey. But it has actually, now it's getting closer. Yes, it's getting closer to the people. You see? So we voted for you for this, you didn't do it, and now you want power again. They are not fools. They are not fools. This year election, they will show people, show down. As Kennedy Japo said, he didn't say that for fun. Kennedy Japo didn't say that for fun. And so we will definitely do.
So that was all you met to and Sister Debbie with the trending stories. We are done for today. When it's 5:30, we'll go for the evening news. 7:30, we'll be back for the live commentary between Liverpool and Real Madrid. So stay tuned. I go by name DJ Q.